Good afternoon. Alright, so it's about 3 o'clock here. I just wanted to hop on real quick today. Excuse my appearance. I have not showered since my workout early this morning, and we've been busy, and we have date night tonight, so yeah, I still have to fix supper. And so that means I gotta hurry up and probably take a shower. But anyway, so if you're on my page, I'm Chrissy, in case you didn't know that, and of Chrissy Holmes Fitness. So if you're hopping on with me, if you're hopping on live, say hi, tell me where you're from, and if you do have trouble with your diverticuli, if you are watching the replay, be sure to hashtag replay in the comments. Let me know where you're from, and also if you have trouble with your diverticuli. So, gosh, I am horrible with dates, so I can't really remember the year that I was actually diagnosed with diverticulosis, but it was awful because it wasn't but a year or two before that. So let's see, I actually had my gallbladder removed, gosh, almost 10 years ago, I guess. I'm trying to go by how old my youngest son is. So it's probably been almost, oh gosh, 10 or 11 years ago that I had my gallbladder removed. Then after that, I had trouble with IBS. And then, I don't know, it was probably a year or two after that. I'm not real sure. I've had it for a little while. Hey, Kara. Anyways, so I had this, like, really bad pain in my left side. Like, sort of the touch on my skin on the outside. And I ended up having to go, oh gosh, I'm horrible with, like, horrible memory. I'm pretty sure that I ended up going to the emergency room because I was in so much pain, and they diagnosed me with diverticulitis. And it was like the worst day ever because in my mind, okay, so I was in my 30s, which I was not considering old, and I felt like I had an old person disease. Not joking. That was like my first thought. I know that's awful, but that was my first thought because I'm like, seriously? I'm like in my 30s and I have been diagnosed with this? That's crazy. I hadn't really heard of a lot of other people my age that have it, but I am finding that some do. So I had some trouble with it for a while because I don't know. I wasn't eating like super unhealthy, but I wasn't eating like super healthy either. So I had some issues. Of course, I had medicine. They gave me antibiotics and all that kind of stuff. I was in the hospital for a little bit for that first flare-up. But then it would come back occasionally, and I would, I'd either get medicine, or I figured out I'd look stuff up, and I'd go like on a 2 to 3 day like liquid diet, which is awful, by the way. I'm just saying. Drinking water and having chicken broth and Jello. I love Jello, but 3 days of Jello and chicken broth and that kind of stuff is just not my idea of fun. So I actually have found out that it is also stress induced. Last December, I had an episode. And honestly, I probably wasn't eating the best. It was over the holidays, but I was under a lot of stress, and it flared up again. And I just didn't want to deal with it. So I went to the doctor and I got antibiotics, which are awful. You take 2 of them, and it's just, they're just awful. They taste nasty. And I hate taking medicine. So anyways, so I've been good until we go on vacation. I didn't eat horrible on vacation, but I did do something that I don't hardly ever eat, and that was trail mix. I bought trail mix for like snacks down there and snacks back and stuff. And some of the kids don't like it as much because it has raisins and of course it has little candies in it. They like those, but they don't like all the nuts and stuff. So I ate quite a bit of that trail mix. And I don't know, like a day or two after we got back, I noticed that all my insides were hurting, and I was sore, and I knew what it was, and I was so aggravated at myself. So I was trying to figure out, I'm like, thinking I didn't really eat that bad. I had been a little stressed, but it wasn't too bad. So I finally figured it out that was probably it, because those diverticuli they are like little pouches if you don't know what they are. It's really gross, I'm just saying, when you think about it. And I've seen pictures because I want to know what they were. It's kind of gross, but there's like little pockets that form, and those don't really go away. So there's little pockets that form, and stuff gets in those and gets caught in them if you don't, like eat well. So that's why I am so adamant about eating well and making sure my system is stays on track pretty good, because it cleans everything out, and keeps a lot of stuff from depositing in those pockets. So when stuff gets in those pockets and they get inflamed, then you get the infection and you get the soreness and all that good stuff. So that's what I had. Well, I really didn't want to take the antibiotics, because that's like 7 to 10 days and they're nasty. And I would still have to kind of eat either kind of a liquid or, to kind of help that out a little bit. It's just mine. I don't want to just, keep eating and whatever. So I did go like 2 or 3 days, and I kind of tried to watch what I eat. Maybe it would get better, and it got a tad better, but it just wasn't going away. So I really didn't want to go liquid, but I decided, you know what, I'm going to have to, because I really don't want to take the antibiotics. I was getting to the weekend, and who wants to go to urgent care or whatever, over the weekend. So I decided to try something a little bit different. And so I wanted to share, just in case, somebody on here has the same issues as this. So I don't know if many of you know, I drink a meal replacement shake every day. And one of the reasons why I do that is because it fills in the nutritional gaps that I don't get in my food, or when I cook my food, it kills some of that nutritional value of your food. So it's like drinking a multivitamin, kind of. I can tell the difference whenever so I would used to take vitamins when I remembered, and I could tell the difference in my nails and my hair. So this is kind of the same way. Except I don't forget to take this, because it tastes good, and I usually have it for breakfast or in the morning. And I can tell a difference when I don't have it, because my nails, my hair, my skin is different. So I didn't want to not take that, because it has probiotics and prebiotics in it, which is going to help my digestion. So I went ahead and had that normal. And then I decided, I had bought the kids some Jell-O. It was like an organic Jell-O from Kroger. They were clearancing it out, so I bought it all they had. So my son had made some of that. So I ate some of that, and then I did something different too. I usually eat Jell-O because I love Jell-O. I had some homemade chicken broth. I always keep a little bit when I cook the chicken in the Instant Pot. I keep the chicken broth, so I know what's in it. So I had that, and I had been reading about oil of oregano. So I decided to add a couple of drops of oil of oregano in my little cup of chicken broth that I had. And that was I think that was for lunch. So I drank that, which was really good with that oil of oregano. Chicken broth by itself is not one of the greatest things. I mean, it has good flavor, especially if it's homemade. But I added that oil of oregano that I have, which is it had a carrier oil in it, so it wasn't straight oregano oil. So I added that in there, and it gave a really good flavor. So I had that, and then of course I'm still drinking water. I always try to drink a lot of water because I want to keep everything flushed out, and it's just good for your skin and stuff. So and then after I had that oil of oregano, so a little bit later, I was actually feeling better. And so I had, because I didn't want to go with out nutrients. So I did fix me another shake, because it has protein and vitamins, minerals, and all that good stuff in it. So I had another one of those. And by that time, by the time a late supper came around, I had no pain. I was amazed. And so I probably shouldn't have, but I did. I had a small regular meal. You guys can't see my hands. I'm talking with my hands down here and you can't see them. So I had a small, I don't know, half a sandwich. I can't even remember what I had now. Half a sandwich. I think I had little sweet peppers. And so I had that, and I thought, I'm going to regret this. But I didn't. You guys, I am so excited. And so I'm hoping this doesn't ever happen again. I mean, I don't really want to have another flare up, but if it does, I know what I'm doing now. So like in less than a day, seriously, I had like no pain. And I really believe it was the probiotics and the prebiotics and those, the vitamins and the minerals and that oil of oregano. Like, I'm not joking. Um, we have essential oils here and we use them. Um, when we have stuff, we have ointment made with essential oils and all that. And I'm not like a distributor or anything like that of essential oils. I do use Rocky Mountain oils only because that's the ones I like, and they ship really fast and everything. So, but yeah, this oil of oregano, I was like, and I think it really helped with the infection, and because that's what the properties are of inflammation and infection, it would take care of that. And then because I had fed still was eating enough to, I guess, kind of move stuff along. I don't know how else to say that. Yeah, I was like so excited because y'all are going to think I'm crazy, because the next day was like Sunday. I did this Saturday. The next day was Sunday, and we go to church and at a Baptist church, and we were having homecoming. And if y'all know, like, if you go to a Baptist church or if your church has homecoming, there's like a ton of food there. I didn't eat like really bad or anything because I didn't want to like mess all that up. My good luck there with all that stuff. But yeah, so I wanted to share because I know there's people out there that deal with this. My mom deals with it, and I know there's other people that I talk to that deals with it. And I don't know if it can be hereditary because my mom had it and my grandma had it. So I'm hoping it's not because I don't want my kids to have it. But anyways, so I wanted to share that and see if anybody else struggles with this, and if you do, what you do for it. If you just go straight for medication, if you go liquid diet, or whatever you do. So I would love to know too, because I'm always like curious about what people are doing, and especially more on the natural side, and just, with your food. And food is so healing. I think we've taken advantage of, I don't know. I don't think we eat the food like we're supposed to, and if we did, we would get the good stuff from it, and wouldn't have all this. I don't think we'd have all this trouble that we have, but that's my opinion. So anyways, I wanted to share that and help somebody out. Hopefully, if you have any questions about the shakes with the probiotics and the prebiotics, message me and let me know. The oil of oregano, I think I got from Rocky Mountain Oils. I'll have to look at that and check. But if not, I'm sure they have it. I'm pretty sure I've seen it there before. So anyways, it is Tuesday. I had to think about that for a minute. I hope you all have a great day, and I will be talking to you later.